Hey everybody, this is Hal for Stalking the Wild Auto Harp, and I'm coming to you, of course, from sunny, it's actually sunny, SeaTac, Washington, and it's kind of late in the afternoon, and I am just sitting here, and I am looking at a book, and, having done lots of interviews and lots of informational kinds of auto harp related music related videos over the years. I've never done a book review, and I'm just going to kind of sit here and talk to you about this because I've watched a lot of book reviews. Actually, I'm quite bookish myself. I spend a lot of time in books, and I read and read and read. But I've never done a book review, and when I watch book reviews, I realize I am not qualified or certainly not experienced enough at doing them to really do a book review justice. So that's not what this is. But I do want to tell you about this book, and this is kind of a cool book, and it's outside of my normal reading genres. But it is related to our beloved auto harp. This is The Carter Family, Don't Forget This Song, a graphic novel by Frank M. Young and David Lasky. And it is published, an imprint of Abrams, abramscomicarts.com. And so I've looked at graphic novels before, and I haven't ever read one. I've just read books. Graphic novels often remind me of, what we call comic books. I'll show you real quickly what's in here. See, looks just like a comic book. A lot of graphic novels are black and white, and they're dark and futuristic, and there's a lot of movies these days that are based on graphic novels. So they have kind of a look and feel to them, or what I'm kind of used to. But as I said, I am not familiar with the genre, so I'm not qualified to judge or to compare in any way, because this is the only one I've ever looked at, other than when I was a kid and I looked at Spider-Man comic books and stuff like that. But this is a bit different. This is more like a biography or a family saga. And it's pretty long. It's almost 200 pages long. It's got a lot of scholarly bibliographic information in the back. It's based on oral histories recorded and written about the Carter family, specifically the original three and their offspring, so like first and second generation. And as a matter of fact, on the very last page, Johnny Cash comes into it, just right here on the very last page, and I'm not going to give it away. But when I saw this, first of all, I got this about 10 years ago. I was at the California Auto Harp Gathering, and a friend had it. She brought it to share and to show, and I was like, that's just cool. A Carter family comic book? Come on. Who doesn't want a Carter family comic book? And yes, you can have it now too. And it comes with a CD in the back. So if you are still collecting CDs, it's got a CD in the back of Carter family music, and ones that are expressly sung in this book, I guess. It's written by this Frank M. Young and David Lasky, who I understand are Washington State residents. And I'd love to connect with you guys if you ever find out that this is on YouTube. I'd love to have you on my my show. We could do an interview. But this it starts out just with A.P. Carter and his immediate family, and growing up and going out to sell seeds, and coming across Sarah Carter, or Sarah Doherty, was that her name? Taking a shine to her, and he goes out collecting folk songs, and it's his adventures out in the hills, and putting a family together, and farming, and hard times, and their initial recording sessions with their kind of growth to fame, and the people they met, and the adventures going around and finding folk songs, rewriting folk songs, composing songs, and this tells the story. Here's what I found out about graphic novels. Now, I'm used to reading books, and I get fairly, they're immersive. I get sucked into them. But when I read this, and I haven't read the whole thing yet, but when I read this, I get sucked in a different way, because it's immersive, and there's so much that's not being written out. It's being explained in these little drawings, and you have to kind of take a look real close to find out what's going on. And the artist is good enough to show you on their faces, the reactions that they're having. And there's some really creative little arty things in here. I wanted to show you this one thing. When he first sings with Sarah, they're doing it, he's having kind of an argument over Sarah with some of her other suitors, and they're like, oh, well, come on, Mr. Pipes, why don't you sing with her, or sing for her, huh? So he starts singing, and then she starts singing with him, and they have these two little like wisps that are coming up. It doesn't even have their words in it, it's just the wisps. And then they reach out to each other, and their wisps merge, and it forms this little rose. So romantic. And the suitors are like, oh, nuts. And you can see it on their faces. So it's fun. It's different kind of adventure for a biography. Hello. It's all like based on oral histories. So that's my first book review ever. It might be my last. I don't know. The Carter Family. Don't forget this song. This is still available out there. I found it on Amazon. Yeah. So if you are interested in the Carter Family, I know I am. I have sort of a background story to tell you another time, if I haven't already told you on this channel. But anyway, if you're interested in the Carter Family, I suggest that you get this. It's fun, and it's still available. Mine's 10 years old, but it's still out there, and just wanted to let you know about it. So aren't you glad you got me here to tell you about AutoHarp related things like Carter Family comic books? What? So if you are getting value out of my presentations here on Stalking the Wild AutoHarp, you could kick back a little bit and chip in on my Patreon, www.patreon.com/HalWeeks. And I would sure appreciate that. It would give you a chance to kick in like $5 a month, give a little back, and I would really appreciate that. Help me to stay here in Washington, keep the lights on, and keep on keeping on. Also, if you're interested in learning to play the auto harp a little better, get some tips, some pointers, you might contact me through my website, halweeks.com, because I work with folks through webcam, teaching them at all different levels. I sit right over there and teach auto harp lessons, and I can teach you something, and would be glad to do that with you if you have something specific you want to learn about, or if you just want lessons in general. I'm thinking about getting some lessons from myself. Now, I'm thinking about getting some penny whistle lessons because it's hard, and it's a lot of fun because it's hard, and because I'm having fun struggling with it. I already play Native American flute. How hard could it be? They both have 6 holes, but it's a lot harder, turns out. So anyway, that's a different story. I'm Hal Weeks. Thanks for watching Stalking the Wild Auto Harp. Bye-bye.